Now, news from the Voice of America. Fighting in Syria's business capital kills children and forces many to flee. And fighting in Mali kills soldiers and insurgents, but residents stay put. For now, I'm Christopher Cruz in Washington. Fighting between government and rebel forces has reportedly worsened in an important part of the northern city of Aleppo. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said shells killed 4 civilians, children among them, and caused many others to flee the city. Aleppo is the business capital of Syria. Control of the city has been divided between the government and the rebels for months. Neither side has been able to defeat the other. A roadside bomb blast in northwest Pakistan, targeting cars belonging to a politician, has killed 2 people and wounded 6 others. The politician is Adnan Wazir. He is associated with the secular Awami National Party. He was among the wounded. The Taliban has claimed responsibility for the attack. A popular Egyptian television performer has been released from jail after being questioned for 5 hours on Sunday. Bassem Youssef was accused of insulting Islam and President Mohamed Morsi. Every week, Mr. Youssef makes often critical comments about public figures and the media on his television program. North Korea said Sunday it will not trade its nuclear weapons even for, in its words, billions of dollars in economic assistance. Also Sunday, a senior American lawmaker said he isn't worried about North Korea attacking the United States. He's worried about a conflict between the North and one of its Asian neighbors. VOA's Michael Bowman reports.
Republican Congressman Peter King is chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee and a member of the House Committee on Intelligence. Appearing on ABC's This Week program, King was asked if a North Korean threat to launch missiles against the United States should be taken seriously.
It's not an empty threat. I wouldn't be that concerned about them hitting the mainland U.S. right now, or even any U.S. territory. I think the real threat is to what North Korea might be boxing itself into.
King said North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is precipitating conflict in Asia for domestic political purposes and may have no face-saving option for de-escalating tensions. King added that he sees no purpose in direct U.S. talks with North Korea, which he said would demoralize U.S. allies. Michael Bowman, VOA News, Washington.
3 more bodies were found after more than 80 people were buried in a huge landslide in Tibet on Saturday. It happened near a gold mine about 70 kilometers east of the Tibetan capital Lhasa. 1 body had been found earlier. China's state-run Xinhua news agency says at least 79 others are missing and are likely dead. More than 3,000 rescuers have been sent to the area, but their efforts are being slowed by continuing smaller landslides, the 4,600-meter altitude and below freezing temperatures. Christians around the world celebrated the holiest day of the Christian year on Sunday. Sabina Castelfranco reports Pope Francis spoke on his first Easter as the leader of the Roman Catholic Church about his concerns for the people of Africa.
Pope Francis had thoughts for peace in Africa. He urged for unity and stability to be restored in Mali, singled out Nigeria, where attacks continue, threatening the lives of many innocent people, and where great numbers of people, including children, are held hostage by terrorist groups. He prayed for peace in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo and in the Central African Republic, where he said many have been forced to leave their homes and continue to live in fear. Sabina Castelfranco for VOA News, Rome.
Nigerian soldiers killed 14 suspected Islamist militants in a raid on a house early Sunday morning in the main northern city of Kano. Those targeted were alleged to be members of the Islamist extremist group Boko Haram, which is often blamed for launching attacks on Christian holidays like Easter. At least 1 Malian soldier was killed and several others were wounded Sunday in fighting with Islamist militants in the northern city of Timbuktu. The militant trying to recapture the city they held for months until Malian and French troops recaptured it in January. People who live in the city told VOA the fighting is not far from their homes. Nelson Mandela remains in a hospital where he is being treated for pneumonia. The 94-year-old former president of South Africa has been in the hospital since Wednesday. And that is the news at this hour. For more on these and other stories anytime from around the world, go to voanews.com. I'm Christopher Cruz, VOA News, Washington.